Yay! Okie doke. Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDO stream, youtube.com/Dungeons & Dragons/live, and facebook.com/DDO Unlimited. I'm DDO's Community Manager Cordovan, and thank you so much for being here. We've got some exciting times happening in the world of DDO, and we could talk a little bit about that, and I don't know. Otherwise, we're just going to kind of hang out and all that sort of thing. I'm on Argonessen for week 2 of 2, and I heard a bunch of dings of tells, so let me just kind of go in reverse order this time. I do actually like having a lot of the same people with me week after week, but I also want to make sure, when possible, that I have some other people who can join me. I think we are there. Alright, I think we got a full group here. Not sure where I ended up. Oh, it looks like we're down to the final quest here in Age of Rage, or whatever that is, so maybe we could run that, huh? I could have sworn I just did that, didn't I? Oh, there we go. Yeah, for some reason I'm having some network issues. Oh, that's right, we failed. That's right, we failed! Let's go in on hard then. Sorry, let's see. You're not flagged for the end one? Yeah, okay. Sorry, Archangel, I think you can red box it, but if you can't, that's fine. Why does your stream say network error? I don't know. Why does it say network error? I'm seeing myself, so apparently I'm there. Let me check. Why is my phone dinging? What did I do wrong this time? Someone tell me. This is exciting content. Hello, everybody. Alright, sorry about that. When my phone dings like that, I get a little concerned. Yep.
You arrive at the outskirts of the Drow settlement after a long trek through the jungle. Now to see if you can convince this wary tribe to part with Fulkur's gift.
I hear you, Samus. I myself did the ERTR thing a short while ago. Thankfully, that particular character's TR cache wasn't really all that bad, so it was pretty okie-doke. But I do hear ya.
The guard tells you that the Drow temple is normally forbidden to outsiders.
So, the main piece of news that we can talk about here at this point is a second preview of Masterminds of Sharn on Lamania. That kicked off yesterday and goes through tomorrow afternoon, and there's a whole bunch of cool stuff on the Lamania forums. What will essentially be the long-form version of the release notes. But wait, there's more, because it also has extremely detailed item descriptions for all the stuff, and you can find that on the Lamania forums right now. Now, there is some spoilery stuff there. That's why I'm not streaming that today, because I don't want to spoil.
The Scarrow Elder says you must pass the Hunter's Trial, which starts in the cave to the east.
Oh, let me see if Robin Lynn is still here. quick LFM. Actually, let me populate who first. Yeah, Yamani, it's probably true that, oh, there we go. Oh, cool. Great. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you for being here. I'm just doing a quickie there. If you want to hit up Zentrade, you can. Oh, let me actually just pull that down then. If Woody, if I've already got someone here, then we're good. Hello everyone on YouTube. Let me double check Facebook here as well. But yeah, if there's a lot of good stuff to check out on Lamania right now, including our probably one and only preview of the new raid. So that's cool.
As the last piece clicks into place, the barrier blocking the tunnel fades.
Oh, how nice is that, huh? All right. It's not uncommon, perhaps, to scale things just a little bit based on its first public preview. It could also be, which is often, frankly, probably the case for that stage of relatively early, design, that it was just kind of placeholder numbers, and that with with a more nuanced preview, once they've had a little more time to kind of get it ready, as it were, and then the numbers get more realistic. But that does mean sometimes the really big numbers you might see early on might go down a little bit. But that's sort of the nature of Lamania. I think if that's perhaps not going to work for you, then you may wish to consider other Lamanias for you.
You can return to the village elder and boast that you've completed the hunter's trial.
Let me just ask again if anyone's got DDO. No? Oh, good thing. I would have missed that those 3 mysterious remnants. So in terms of what is happening here, we're really in the final polish phase of Sharn. I don't know where what is on Lamania compares to the current state of the active build in development. I imagine the active build in development might even be ahead already.
You have found favor with the second.
Things tend to iterate quickly towards the end here. But I know there's some kind of polish and things going on as well, so it's really getting ready to go and looking.
The Scorro Elder asks you to find 5 luminous
hopefully you will enjoy
in
it
the jungle
as well.
to the southeast.
But if you don't want spoilers, that's why I'm not doing it on this particular stream. I hear, however, that if you really want spoilers and don't want to actually do the work yourself or go to Lamania or what have you, word is that StreamTime actually like streams the raid. So, if you are looking for the more spoilery kind of thing, I might direct you there. By the way, as well, you'll notice, based on last week's discussion, that these hotbars for a couple of the pieces, the Frenzy and Supreme Cleave, keep on being grayed out when you log in. I think it was described to me as they're unequipped, or you need to re-equip them to get it to work. That's just a display error. I mean, look. Boom. You're still doing your Supreme Cleave even if it's grayed out. So while it is an, you know, unfortunate display error, it is ultimately just a display error there, and one we'll have to correct here in the near future. Okay, nope. There we go. Okay. No luminous mushroom. We mean the collective you've. It is, however, a bug we'll have to fix. But since it's ultimately just a display error, I don't know if it's...
The massive cat calls with a final defiant roar.
I'm not sure that it rises to the level of something we need to do an emergency build for or anything like that. So, not like anyone was suggesting we do that, but just saying.
You've collected all the luminous mushrooms for the village. Time to deliver them to the elder.
Turned around again. It is. I find it helps a little bit if you zoom in the camera. Ultimately, my recommendation is get someone in your party with a dimension door, and then you don't have this problem. Hey Jack, how's it going on YouTube? I totally understand what you're saying, Bruce. I hear you. Yeah.
You have earned the favor of the First Elder. The Scarrow Elder refuses to help unless you first complete the warrior's trial. Apparently, it starts in the cavern to the west.
So, one thing I wanted to call out, last night I had an opportunity to do something pretty fun, and that was to run Babala Saga's Hut with DDO Splat over on the DDO Cast channel on Twitch. Their Tuesday night show, DDO Splat. It was fun. And if you want to see that, that's over on their Twitch page. I bring it up because, as someone who joined the group was saying, hey, at least I did the ability scores this time. similarly, was getting ready for Babala Saga before, and I almost entered the raid before I realized I was still in my off destiny. And so rather than going in under Fury of the Wild, I was this close to going in under Primal Avatar. And boy, am I glad that I managed to catch that one, because that Fury of the Wild adrenaline and such is a little bit critical to my Barbarian build. Yeah, so. Turn down the combat sounds good, yes. I think my mic is a little quiet. I didn't really do the full mic check before I went live here. I just sort of plugged it in and assumed the settings from last week were fine. Perhaps they're not. I'm actually going to get my regular mic back, but I'm missing an XLR cable. Not sure what happened to it. I must have, like, taken it home or something and then left it there, perhaps?
And the gate blocking the temple entrance opens.
How many Kasplats? Two? Two? I definitely know I died twice. But could have been worse. I didn't contribute much either, of course, but did anyone really think I was going to? Come on, let's be real here. But it was on Armagh, which is my old Beefheart the Vegetarian. This was on Kyber, by the way. It was a good time.
Heat and humidity radiate from this passage, making the air thick.
But at least I was not in Primal Avatar. That's the important thing. I admit I had not yet spent my universal action point. Not yet.
This section of wall looks like it could be scaled with a bit of effort.
Yeah, it might have been 3, but I think it was 2. Must be something down below, huh?
The lever is pulled. The flame barrier blocking the magma chamber flickers out.
It was a fun time, though. And I'm hoping to actually, now, pretty soon I'm going to have my son with me for the summer and everything, and I'll be pretty busy. But
this section of wall looks like
for a little while here, I might be able to join him for next week's Strahd as well. And I'm really hoping I can, because that was a lot of fun. And frankly, it's, you know, because I don't play a whole lot on Kyber nowadays, being able to get these raid completions is part of the reason the character is as relatively not powerful as it is it hasn't done a lot of raiding. So, you know.
The chanting of Sudatar Drow fills the chamber.
Maybe I should not be wearing the parasitic. Oh no, I'm only level 14. At first I was like, thinking I'm level 25, still wearing the parasitic breastplate, which is something I would probably do. I hear what you're saying, Craig. If you have a son who hates fantasy, perhaps it's a struggle to get that particular person to play DDO, but I would say you're probably as close as you're going to get here with Sharn, because, you know, a lot of kind of gears and clockwork and cool things. And maybe you can convince, your son to check it out. Yeah, thanks, Chad. True, well, yeah. And particularly our implementation of Babala Saga and the Hut comes straight from the 5th edition Ravenloft campaign kind of setting and adventure. So that character in that scenario is just kind of pulled straight from the adventure that we're bringing to life. But yes, the history of Babala Saga well predates D&D, which, you know, is also not entirely uncommon for Dungeons & Dragons. He's more interested in Fallout, yeah. I'm not going to say the name of the game because it would not be appropriate because of my position and what I'm doing here today. But over the weekend, I played one of the kind of big games that the kids these days are playing. And for the first time, because it tends to be the kind of game I would not normally play. I don't do a lot of that particular genre of game. And so I went and downloaded the game client on my PlayStation for the very first time this weekend and checked it out like a total noob. And it was almost stereotypical. Actually, it was stereotypical. It was almost the definition of stereotypical, which is that I was being called a noob and yelled at by a 7-year-old. Or someone who sounded an awful lot like they were 7. And the kid was just like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm just, you know, dying." And it was a really hilarious experience because I couldn't stop laughing over just by default voice chat in this game or whatever. I had some kid that I swear could not have been much older than my son, who was just like, "You need to get over here. Why are you equipping that? Oh, you died." You know. And it was a good time. It was pretty funny. I kind of knew it was going to be like that just because of that particular game and the fact that I really can't play that kind of game very well. But it was a pretty funny experience. All right, what are we missing here? Did we actually find the gift? We haven't. So where's that? Or, no, we're back, right? Do we pass the trial? Yep. I haven't been paying attention. I've been talking. I assume we're ready to go. I'm not going to say that, Hipperin, then.
You've earned the favor of the village elders and convinced the guard to open the way to Volkur's temple. It lies to the southwest of the village.
Oh, Druid's Fire! You are correct! Oh my gosh.
The smell of smoke fills the air.
That is where the XLR cable is. I was using it as a belt, because of course I was. Yeah, that's right. Nice. Oh, that's brilliant. Littlebell is working on weapons and items and doing lots of polish on Sharn along with Steel Star and crew. You say we're really just in the final, essentially the final polish phase of Sharn for the most part, I think. Maybe not entirely there yet, but real close, if not. Dude, so that was originally the Atari VCS cable that I used, but then for the pictures I had forgotten to bring it with me to work that day. And so I used an XLR cable, which also seemed appropriate. Alright, so this is the one. We're going to try to do this again this time. Really, to the extent possible, focus on the beholder. Once the beholder goes down, we win. So, that said, the next and most important target is those floating eyes. Before you kill any zombies, make sure, or whatever they are, taken types. Once you kill them, they're going to turn into those eyes. And take down the eyes, because those are the ones that are going to rip the group apart. So, focus on the eyes first, or actually focus on the beholder first, eyes second, and then if there are no eyes around, then the rest of the mobs as necessary. But really just try to the extent possible, focus on the beholder. And Sunlover, to the extent possible with you, focus on healing. Alright, let's do this.
You spot disciples of rage cultists in the room ahead. Their incantation takes on a feeling to you inside yourselves. Something announces their call. Sheer chaos meets in the way to the portal. Dangerous pulses disoriented and gritty through multi-eyed monstrosity roars. A barrier of solid light engulfs it, shielding it from your attacks. It seems that chaos magic is fickle. The beholder's shield begins to fade. The eye of rage gurgles one last time.
Boom, now we just clean up the remainders.
You are now free to claim your prize.
Clearly that was a piece of cake on hard compared to elite, but it'll give you a good sense of what would actually need to be done on it. I believe a res shrine appears when we take the gift.
You have retrieved the vial of the Vulkur's gift venom for House Jarasco.
Yeah, Reaper 10 next? Oh, yeah. Cool. Tail is the Scorpion, Falchion. Actually, you know what? Using two-handed, that might not be the worst thing for me to use right now. Let me equip it. Forgot to announce... Oh, that's true. I did forget to announce voices. Come on, do people really need that anytime? Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's see. Next up, why don't we do... We've got about 20-some minutes left. This character actually needs to get to Evening Star, so let's, as long as you're down with that, let's just run the Evening Star flaggers. Can tear through that real quick. gosh, look at that thing. Look at that thing. This is what's new in DDO. Look at that thing. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Oh, sweet. I hadn't seen this before. How had I not seen this before? Awesome. Oh my god, settle down. Yeah. I will be serious. What guild am I a part of? On Arganessen, I am a part of a long-standing, basically no longer existent guild that consisted of me, my twin brother, and a couple of buddies from high school. And like I said, we're not currently active. Haven't been for quite some time, but that is the guild. Oh, let's bring in light. Always do that. And the name of the guild is Team Awesome.
Inquisitor Noman waits for you near the entrance, an irritated scowl on his face.
Novice, stay near me.
On Caneth, I belong to... No, is that Orion? I can't remember. I generally either belong to placeholder guilds or just whoever asks me first or whatever, and I don't worry too much about it. Except on my regular servers I play every week. And that is, if you don't know the name of it, you can find it out pretty easy. So. So I kind of stay in this guild just for historic nostalgia purposes. And so I'm not really looking for an active guild on Argo right now. My favorite server is... No, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to take a different tack. Here are the worst servers. Because surely this won't go poorly. Ranked in order of most worst to least worst. I know it. If I lost a bet and had to wear an animal costume to an event, what would you wear? You come off as a corgi to me.
In the center of this room stands
I have to admit, I am not
altar.
opposed to perhaps dressing up like a corgi for an event, should the appropriate reason arise. I wouldn't probably do it voluntarily, but if I were to choose, I have to think about this question. It's really important. I think I'd want to be a platypus.
There are light scuff marks around the bookshelf on the right, as if it had been moved frequently. The novice who accompanied Noman lies on the ground in the hallway ahead.
Good question, C. Patkins, who asks, originally Keep on the Borderlands took place in Greyhawk. Where is DDO going to place it? It'll be probably wherever it is currently located. I would have to double check. I'm sure Knockback knows the answer to this already. I have to admit I have not bothered to look it up yet. It should be whatever it is in 5th edition, which I don't want to say a name and get it wrong, so I'd have to look it up. But it'll be whatever it's set for 5th edition, most likely will be the location of it. And I'm going to assume, we haven't really worked out the wheres and hows of all the specifics yet, but you can expect...
As the path leads down, it begins to look more like a dark and sinister temple, and less like an empty warehouse.
Now, let me just save the answer to that till later, but in terms of the physical location, it'll probably be whatever it is in 5th edition. When on Keep is going to be not anytime soon. Later this year is the plan on that. Per the producer's letter. Yes, we are going to be doing Keep on the Borderlands. There will be some kind of high and low level version of it. The main intention is to offer kind of an alternative low level experience to Korthos. It won't offer a new tutorial experience or kind of a game onboarding sort of thing. That'll remain our tutorial system in Korthos. But for those who have run that, as often as they want to, or what have you, it's going to be a nice low-level package to kind of get you an alternative thing to do. And then there will be some high-level version of it as well, which I don't know that the details of how exactly that's going to be done. I don't know level 1. My guess is we're looking somewhere about 1 to 3, 1 to 4, something like that.
I will go below and assist our guest.
I think we'll have a lot more to say about that as we get closer to it. Right now, really, we're looking at Sharn, and that's coming up real soon. So, a lot of that just is really too early to talk about. It's true, Mark. I tend to be kind of a inventory procrastinator. Oh, it'll be fine. I'll deal with it later. And then I just never deal with it. You know I've been there because of the trail of arrows and low-level potions and such. Doesn't take an inquisitive to figure that one out. Bonus for them.
Inquisitor Noman
It is
stands
a
next to
30%
strangely
challenge
confident-looking drow.
that
They
kicks
seem
off
to be
on
finishing some
Thursday
elaborate
and runs through
unholy
Sunday.
Ritual.
What? Surprised I am not who you thought I was?
Like the
I
DM
should have
program.
killed you
I really
at the
did.
start. This is nothing, my friend. A nuisance. The ritual is underway, and the silver flame is powerless to stop it. So pray, shall we continue? Now, give
I don't have a
yourselves,
long
my
one.
children.
Weekend.
Give to the glory of our cause. Stand aside. Let my minions kill this filth.
I do not have a long weekend planned ahead this weekend, for I just had a basically 3-day weekend that included Patriot Day in Massachusetts. Oh god, I am gonna lose it today. Yeah. You know what's wrong? You know what's wrong? What's wrong is that I purchased a new old car today. That's why I'm all weird and giddy. I'm excited. I got a 2006 Mitsubishi Eclipse. It's got the Fosgate system in it, and it's pretty sporty. It's got like the sunroof and nice captain seats, and pretty much all tricked out for that model year on the inside. And I got it cheap. Mitsubishi Eclipse. The GS, not the GT. But with like the integrated spoiler and Fosgate sound system and basically, you know, the bucket captain seats and all that other kind of stuff. So. Oh, I don't need that. I did not trade in the Kia yet, actually. The Kia, I have to take it into the shop to see what's wrong with it. And depending on the results of that, will determine the fate of my prior car. That prior car has got a really topping out on 180-some thousand miles at this point. So it's, let me, quick sell here, and, Servants is kind of long. probably just tear through it and not do the optionals and such. All right. Why are you not able to purchase the Blessing of the Traveler? You should be able to. I know initially it was off, but it should be very much around currently.
You have entered the nether realm of Kyber. A magical barrier built by the Silver Flame glows on the path ahead.
Alright, I will have to look into that when I get off the air here. See what's up. I think it's a search term issue because I think it's in the store, but I can't search for it. My guess is you need to find it in the seasonal items.
Hot, stale air blows into the chamber as the stone door slides open.
Yeah. If you click on seasonal items, you can get to the Blessing of the Traveler there. But it looks like its keyword is not quite working right. So I'll have to check into that when I get off the show this afternoon. I mean, that's the intention of the blessing. I say maybe it has a keyword issue or something.
Prying dragon shards from the cavern wall.
Oh! Ouch. I don't know, Rosie. It sort of fits Zentradi pretty good here. Yeah, I agree, Padkins. This is very much the litmus test for party capability on this quest. And he bites the dust, yep. Fine. Do it the easy way here. said, this, I've been having UI issues with my keyboard lately. No. Well, that's fine. You know, that's fine. I mean, we'll see where we go. If you guys can survive it, we'll keep going. Otherwise, we'll just call it here, because it's pretty close to 1. We are under level for the quest, I think. Alright, yeah, let's just call it then for that. So, I believe Samus Gareba is going to be up here in just a little bit doing the TR thing. We hope to see you on Lamania. There's a dev event on Lamania tonight with QA and crew. So if you want to get some good feedback in on Sharn, tonight's a great opportunity to do that. We do have our crafting challenge rewards boost kicking off on Thursday, and we'll have a lot more information about Sharn here too in the near future. So thanks very much for watching, and I will let me say this real quick too. Just a quick note, I will get you a DDO points code in the in-game mail later on today. And thanks very much for watching. See you again soon.